Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel where we explore the exciting world of design. I know it's been a while, but we are back now to uploading our weekly tutorials. And in today's video, we are going to talk about a crucial aspect of design: selecting the right font. Choosing the right font can significantly impact the overall look and feel of your design. So let's dive into it. Before we begin, it's important to understand that there are two main categories of fonts: serif and sans serif. Serif fonts have small decorative lines or strokes at the ends of character, while sans serif fonts lack this decorative element. Both categories have their strengths and weaknesses, so let's consider them when making font selection. This is actually a vital thing you need to know about font selection when it comes to design, because sometimes sans serif are better than serif font in some aspect, and also serif font are kind of better than sans serif when designing in some aspects. So you should really take note of that. Now that we know the basic font categories, let's move on to some practical tips to help you choose the right fonts for your design project. Tip number one, our first tip is to consider the brand identity or the purpose of your brand. Fonts play a crucial role in conveying the personality and tone of a brand or project. For example, if you are working on a formal business logo, you might lean towards a classy and elegant serif font. On the other hand, if you are designing for a modern tech startup, a clean and minimalistic sans serif font may be more suitable. So you need to understand which font is more suitable for the brand you are trying to design. Remember, fonts should align with the values and goals of the brand or project you are working on. Take some time to research and understand their identity before making a final decision. Usually when designing, I usually take maybe a week or so trying to make research on the appropriate font to use for the brand I'm trying to work for. So font is actually important, and considering the brand identity is the first step in picking the right font. Tip number two, readability. Second tip is all about readability. No matter how aesthetically pleasing a font may be, if it's challenging to read, it won't serve its purpose effectively. Legibility should be your first priority, especially when it comes to body text or small sizes. Sans serif fonts are generally more readable on digital screens, while serif fonts are often preferred for long-form printed content. So, okay, when you are designing something that is going to be probably for websites or stuff like that, I think sans serif fonts are better because they are more legible than the serif fonts. To ensure readability, test your font choices in various sizes, both on screens and in print, to make sure they maintain clarity and don't strain the reader's eyes. That's actually important. Tip number three, hierarchy and contrast. Our third tip involves creating hierarchy and contrast. Designers often use different font weights, styles, or sizes to establish visual hierarchy and guide the viewer's attention. We plan on making an in-depth video on hierarchy, basically font hierarchy and also color hierarchy as well in the future. So I think we're just going to brush through this. By combining fonts that have contrasting characteristics, you can create a harmonious composition that enhances the overall design. Here is an example. For instance, pairing a bold sans serif heading with a light and delicate serif font for body text can create a striking contrast and make your design more visually appealing. Experiment with different combinations and see how they affect the overall composition and readability of your design. Tip number four, keep it simple. Our fourth and final tip is to keep it simple. Sometimes less is more. Like I always say, minimalism, I think, is the best design strategy these days. Avoid using too many fonts in single design, as it can lead to visual clutter and confusion. Stick to 2 or 3 complementary fonts at most. This will maintain consistency throughout your design and provide a polished and professional look. Here is an example of cluttered versus well-balanced font choices. Remember, simplicity can be powerful and impactful when it comes to design. So choose your font wisely and keep the focus on the message you want to convey. If you've enjoyed this video so far, I think you might want to check out this video we created about the 3 perfect fonts you can use for virtually all these designs. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to like the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.